All right, just adjusting the. Whoa!
Oh, hello there. Welcome to another episode of Master Schlock Theather, where here at Ganza Gaming we do a cold read of a science fiction or fantasy story. We rolled the dice and got a 5, which gets us, in this classic tales of science fiction and fantasy, a Princess of Mars. So without further ado, let us begin. 1. On the Arizona hills. I am a very old man. How old I do not know. Possibly I'm 100, possibly more, but I cannot tell you because I have never aged as other men, nor do I remember any childhood. So far as I can recollect, I have always been a man of about 30. I appear today as I did 40 years and more ago, and yet I feel that I cannot go on living forever, that someday I shall die the real death, from which there is no resurrection. I do not know why I should fear death, I who have died twice and am still alive, but yet I have the same horror of it as you who have never died. And it is because of this terror of death, I believe, that I am so convinced of my mortality. And because of this conviction, I have determined to write down the story of the interesting periods of my life and of my death. I cannot explain the phenomena. I can only set down here in the words of the ordinary soldier of fortune a chronicle of the strange events that befell me during the 10 years of my dead body lay undiscovered in an Arizona cave. I have never told this story, nor shall mortal man see this manuscript until I have passed over for eternity. I know that the average human mind will not believe what it cannot grasp, and so I do not propose being pillared by the public, the pulpit, and the press, and held up as a colossal liar when I am telling the simple truths from which someday science will substantiate, possibly the suggestions of which I gained upon Mars, and the knowledge which I can set down in this chronicle will aid in an earlier understanding of the mysteries of our sister planet. Mysteries to you, but no longer mysteries to me. My name is John Carter. I am better known as Captain Jack Carter of Virginia. At the close of the Civil War, I found myself possessed of several $100,000, Confederate, and a captain's commission in the cavalry arm of an army which no longer existed, the servant of a state which had vanished with the hopes of the South. Masterless and penniless, and with my only means of livelihood, fighting, gone, I determined to work my way to the Southwest and attempt to retrieve my fallen fortunes in search for gold. I spent nearly a year prospecting in company with another Confederate officer, Captain James K. Powell of Richmond. We were extremely fortunate, for late in the winter of 1865, after many hardships and privations, we located the most remarkable gold-bearing quartz vein that our wildest dreams had ever pictured. Powell, who was a mining engineer by education, stated that we had uncovered over $1 million worth of ore in a trifle over 3 months. As our equipment was crude in the extreme, we decided that one of us must return to civilization, purchase the necessary machinery, and return with a sufficient force of men properly to work the mine. As Powell was familiar with the country, as well as with the mechanical requirements of mining, we determined that it would be best for him to make the trip. It was agreed that I was to hold down our claim against the remote possibility of it being jumped by some wandering prospector. On March 3rd, 1866, Powell and I packed his provisions on 2 of our burros, and bidding me goodbye, he mounted his horse and started down the mountainside toward the valley, across which led the first stage of his journey. The morning of Powell's departure was, like nearly all Arizona mornings, clear and beautiful. So with that, I may have made a few flubs a little earlier, but that one was pretty much a right-out mistake. So that is us wrapping up our cold read here at Ganza Gaming. Hope you've enjoyed Master Schlock Theater. Come back for some more. Subscribe and enjoy. So, other than that, have a good day and good gaming.